Dear students, in this video we shall discuss about concavity and convexity of a curve. So first definition, concave upward or convex downward. One is the same thing, either we can say curve is concave upward or convex downward. A curve y equal to fx is said to be concave upward or convex downward in an interval a comma b if the branch of the curve in this interval lies above the tangent drawn to this curve from any point in the interval AB. That is, between the point A and B, we take an arbitrary point, say we take a point capital A. At that point, we draw a tangent to the curve y equal to fx. If the branch of this curve y equal to fx lies above this tangent, then we say the curve is concave upward. Let us see, we will take the help of GeoAlgebra to discuss it geometrically. Consider the function y equal to x square. So this is the curve y equal to x square parabola. Now we take an arbitrary point A on the boundary of this curve. We will take interval AB as minus infinity to infinity. That is the whole domain of the function. Now we draw a tangent at the point A to the curve y equal to x square. Now look, the branch of the curve always lies above this tangent. So if we move this point A on the boundary of the curve, even then at every point the branch of the curve lies above this tangent. So this curve y equal to x square is concave upward in this domain minus infinity to infinity. Next, concave downward or convex upward. A curve y equal to fx is said to be concave downward or convex upward in the interval a comma b if the branch of the curve in this interval lies below to the tangent drawn to this curve from any point in the interval a comma b. Again, if we are taking an arbitrary point, say capital A, between A and B and draw a tangent to the curve y equal to fx, then the branch of the curve in this interval AB must lies below that tangent. In the case of concave upward, it was above. In this case, the branch is below. Again, we shall take an example geometrically. First, we delete the old one. So this is the parabola y equal to minus x square. Again, we shall take the interval AB as minus infinity to infinity. So take any point A on the boundary of this parabola, somewhere here. We shall draw a tangent at this point. Now look, the branch of the curve is below this tangent. Branch of the curve is below this tangent. So this, as we move this curve, this point along the boundary of the curve, every time the branch always lies below this tangent, so this curve is concave down. Next, point of inflection A point on the curve which separates the concave part from the convex part is called point of inflection. There may be curves in which in the two consecutive intervals, say AB and BC, in AB the curve is concave upward or concave downward. In BC it is concave downward or concave upward. So in order to separate, it means this curve is concavity and convexity is separated at the point B. So this B is the point of inflection of the curve. Again, we will check it geometrically. First, we delete the old videos. We shall put the units on the x-axis as pi units. We shall draw the curve sin x. So this is the curve y equal to sin x, and now we shall take the interval AB as 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi, look at this as before. 0 to pi, this curve is concave downward, and in pi to 2 pi this curve is concave upward. Let us see how. Take any point A somewhere here. Now we draw a tangent at this point A. Now look, branch of the curve is below this tangent. As we move the point on the boundary of the curve between 0 to pi, branch always lies below this tangent. It means 0 to pi the curve is concave downward. As we move from pi to 2 pi, the branch of the curve is above the tangent. It means pi to 2 pi, the curve is concave upward. So these are two consecutive intervals, 0 to pi and then pi to 2 pi. In 0 to pi the curve is concave downward. In pi to 2 pi the curve is concave upward. So this pi is the point of inflection because it separates two portions, concave upward and concave downward. So this pi is the point of inflection. In the next video we shall take the help of derivatives to check the concavity, convexity and points of inflection of a curve. Thank you.